Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. I'm really excited. I am hoping to do a thrifting video with you today, take you a little bit with me, see if we find anything. You know how it is with thrifting, I have high hopes, but you never know. It could be a dud of a day, who knows. But I am out today in Mankato, which is the closest big city, I guess, to me. I live in southern rural Minnesota, so I don't have like big stores near me and stuff, or big thrift stores, and I really like the thrift store. So I drove out almost an hour today. I'm running some errands, doing some returns, got a little snack. So we're gonna see. I have a list that I always keep of things I'm kind of looking for thrifting. So we'll see if I find anything or if any other treasures come up. I have a few ideas that I'm looking for like some gift ideas for people, things for the home, stuff like that. So let me take you with me and see if we find anything today. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And let's get into the thrift store. So I first started off by looking at the books, as always, my favorite section. And I really like how they organize it at the thrift store. They actually organize it by genre. I think that makes such a big difference, just if it is organized well. You can see there's some newer books. I've actually read that book by Alice Feeney, The Beautiful Ugly book. So there's actually some like newer books as well at the thrift store that you can find. Again, if you're ever looking for a good gift, those are all somewhat newer books within the last few years. You can see just always looks so nice. And I really appreciate this thrift store. I'm trying really hard right now not to buy too many books. I'm trying to get through my physical TBR, but I still like to check because you never know when you might find, it'd be a treasure of some kind or a gift for someone else. I just always like to check. And if you can thrift it, it's even better. So then I went over to where the stationery and some cards are. I've been wanting to get a little bit back more into it. And I always recommend check your thrift stores. There's so many there for so many different seasons and themes and things. So I checked out there and there's so many things to look through. I looked through the clothes. I kind of wanted to look at outerwear. Found a scuba suit. But nothing was really jumping out too much at me. Um, I've kind of been more picky with outerwear. I don't need too much unless it's something that's really wowing me or really good materials. But I didn't really find anything. And then I tried to kind of look through the shirts as always. And again, I'm just being a lot more pickier with what I'm bringing in. I definitely am not in dire need of any clothes, but a lot was just polyester too, which I'm staying away from. And then in the home goods section, I just kind of was looking at little trinkets and things. And I mean, some things were cute, but I did feel like it was a little picked over this time. And I tried to look, I always check for baskets. It's one of my weaknesses is baskets. And it was okay. This one was kind of cute, but then I saw, and the pricing wasn't too bad, but then I had kind of like some stains and things on it. So I didn't end up getting it. This was like a little book that it just made me kind of sad. It's from 1950s, I think, and someone turned this in. Like it had all these little birth records and like the little hospital bracelet and these little cards. And it's just kind of crazy that someone turned this in. Like you can see those note cards and like everything from their birth. It was just kind of wild. Also sad for me, to be honest, but interesting for sure. Into the fitting room. I have 6 different pants to try on, so we'll see. I'm so excited about these. They are wool overalls, and I looked them up. They are from this brand, and I think they're normally like $150. I love overalls in general, but wool ones for right now, Minnesota winter. Oh, I'm gonna try them on. I'll let you guys know my thoughts. And then a few pants, so we'll see if anything works. I really wanted to like these and for them to be good, but they were, I mean, $40, which is still a hefty price for a thrift store, but they just were too loose, like just worn out. So I did not get those. And then, of course, I came across this wild, like, bag of quilting stuff, and I was like, am I gonna become a quilter? Like, I've always wanted to learn quilting, and I think this would be such a great idea for someone who actually knows what they're doing. but I had to walk away. And then I also was tempted though, because I saw these like quilting kits, and if you're a crafter or aspiring crafter, you're always like, oh, I want them. But I exercised self-control and I put those back. I did not end up getting them, but I did I always like to look through kind of like the bedding section, and it must have been someone must have donated like a family's, or I don't know, but there were so many of these really pretty, just different blankets and quilts that I just thought they were so cool. I did not get all of them though, obviously. And then I did look at some dishes. I really liked these like kind of cottage ones. I think they were from the 70s when I looked them up, and same with these. They were stoneware ones. We were just needing a few more plates. So I took a look at those before leaving. All right. I got done at the thrift store. I didn't find too many things, but I thought I would share the things I did find today with you all. So, because they're just fun little treasures and some random practical things. But first thing that I found is this kind of like a baby size quilt, and it was $10. And I love a good quilt, and I think seeing that somebody made something, and there were a few others that I liked, but this one in particular, I loved it because it was kind of farm themed. It had little cows and just like flowers and little animals, and it's in really good condition. And I'm actually going to get this as a gift for my niece that is going to be born any day now. And I just thought this would be so cute, you know, to kind of lay a baby down or just anything really. And I just thought it was so cute, and I just wanted to give it a good home to someone. And it was so sweet. So then something really practical, but I got this big size steel dog bowl. These things are surprisingly expensive at the store, but one of our dogs is a Great Pyrenees and she eats a lot. So I just needed a bigger size, and we always have so many other animals and stuff that it'll, you know, it won't go to waste. Excuse my dog. The dog is standing outside the door watching me. Then the next thing that I got was this little bin for $2. And again, I got this to organize. It opens up. I could get the right side. It opens up, so I thought it'd be great for organizing maybe some cards, some of my journaling kind of things. So I wanted to do that, or rather some crafts as well too. So then, not super exciting, but practical, is that I got a pack of these IKEA plastic hangers. I like these, are nice and thin. It was $1 for, I think there's 10 of them. So just for my closet to put things away. Then this item I was really excited about. This was $4, but I ended up getting, it's these like reusable snack bags. And I really like these because I thought they're really nice inside. They're like plasticky material, so that way different snacks or fruits, you know, and it won't be soggy. And I really like these because I thought it could either be great for us to use, but I also thought it might be a fun little gift, like to give them as a set so someone else can reuse them for snacks, but to maybe include them with a little snack or bake something, or, you know, like I thought it would be a good little gift. And so I picked these up. I'm just gonna wash these. They're not like stained or anything. They seem honestly pretty like new. So I thought that these were a fun little thing to pick up. Then this thing, I was really excited to see this. It's really random, and you have to really be the target audience for this, but I saw this and I was like, yes. And it is a 60-second pomegranate de-seeder. I know, very random, but I really like eating pomegranates, and usually around the holidays and winter time, I like to eat them at least a couple a year, like, you know, during the season, but they're often so hard to like and get the seeds out. And I don't want to buy like the pre-peeled because they just charge you so much for it. And so this is really nice. It's just, I know, so random, but I saw some videos online. That's kind of how I knew what this was. And then when I saw it, but it looks like, I mean, it really works really well to get all the seeds out. You trim your fruit, and then you cut like little slits and you put it on there, and then basically you just hit your pomegranate. I don't know how all this works, the magic, but then the seeds come out. So I'm curious to for sure try it and see if it works. Kind of random. And I know I'm not usually buying gadgets that are very one purpose, but this is one of those things where I was like, I'm willing to give it a try for $1. And if it solves my one time a year problem, I am excited for it. Then a few little cute things that I got is I made a little goal for myself to just get back into correspondence or snail mail this year. I just think I used to always love letter writing and sending little notes, and I still do, but I feel like obviously we don't do it as much with technology and email and everything, and Snapchat and Marco Polo, which those things are awesome too. I don't have anything against them, but I think there's something fun to get a letter or a card or a little gift or something in the mail from someone that's not like a bill, you know? And so I went through the cards that maybe saw in the video, but I just thought this little chipmunk was so cute, and it just says miss you, and I think I'm gonna send this to my friend Molly. But just like, I don't really mind so much like the quote and stuff, but I just love this little chipmunk. I think I might actually maybe cut it out and put it into a different card. I just thought it was so cute. It was 50 cents, and I for sure will use that. And then another thing I picked up, it was $1 for these brand new just notes and envelopes. Again, just for sending a letter, sending a little note, and for $1, I thought it wasn't too bad. And then one other corresponding stationery thing that I picked up were these cards. And to be honest, I haven't even looked at all of them, so we're gonna do it together. These were also $1. Oh, it looks like it was almost like a toothpick actually. Sorry, I just saw my dog ready. I'm like, what's happening? So let's actually take a look at this together. So it looks like the reason I picked up is because it does come with envelopes, and it looks like it's actually animal themed, which I love anything animal related. So this one is a humpback whale, if I'm not correct. Then little elephants. Oh, koala. Like so sassy. And then a lion and a giraffe. I don't know if the other ones are also the same. Let's take a look. Maybe they are the same. Like maybe it's just a set. Let's look. Oh yeah, it's the same set. So doubles, but I think it'll be fun. And also again, for my daughter, she loves writing notes too. She's kind of a mini me in that way. So she's always making cards for people, sending them to her friends, things like that. So I'm excited for that. Then of course, I had to look through the baskets. To be honest, I wasn't as impressed today with the selection of baskets, but I found this one for $3. I like that it's longer and it doesn't have like big handles, so it can be, you know, on a shelf or a kind of lower surface, which I like. So I thought it was pretty good and sturdy for $3, because to be honest, prices of baskets have, like, I've seen outrageous, to be honest, prices. So for $3, I thought that wasn't too bad. Then I picked up, to kind of random, but a pair of just these waterproof like winter boots for my husband. He just needed another pair for working out on the farm, and you know, not getting ones that are all poopy and like taking them to work. So I got him another pair for $15. A little pricey, but I think for these are pretty good condition. They're not like very much used at all. So I was willing to pay that price for them. Then you guys saw in the footage, I found some fun pants options, but a lot of them didn't work. They just either didn't fit right, too short. I always have that issue with pants, but I did find a couple pairs. So I found a pair, I know it's hard to see, but just a pair of these chaps. They were, I thought, to me, a little bit pricey. Like I said, this thrift store is, I do really enjoy, but it is on some items a bit pricier. These were $16, but again, for me, it's really hard to find pants because I have a harder time finding long enough pants. So I thought while I was there and I found a pair, I picked them up. And then I found a pair of American Eagle jeans as well. These were $12. These were, I forget what the cut of them is. But yeah, so I picked up a pair of those. And then a few of these little storage items for dividing my different stickers and stuff, because I have different categories of stickers, so I thought this would be perfect. These were $1. Not, again, a super great bargain. I know you can probably find these at the dollar store, but I liked that they were thrifted and they were there, so I'm going to use these. And then I couldn't pass this up. I thought this was so cute. So it was $1.50, and I'm actually thinking of displaying this as art on my kitchen wall. I just really, really love the color, something about it, the flowers. This one, it says it was made in England, 1971. It's metal. I just really liked it. I thought it was so pretty. And I think I must have been on like a 70s kick or something, because I then came across, I've been wanting to get a few more bigger plates because our other ones are starting to chip and break, and we've had them for so long. We got those secondhand, so I wanted to get a few if I found some nice ones. And these are the, I can never say it, what is the name of this brand? The Fossilgraph. I'm terrible at saying it, I don't know, but I looked it up. I just used a Google search on these, and they are from a 70s collection. I think it was like 1970, 1971, and they're nice stoneware, and if I understood correctly, but they seemed nice and sturdy. I like them. They are like dishwasher and all those kinds of things, and safe, and I just like the size of them. If you saw in the footage, there was that other cottage one, which I did really like. It was so cute, and definitely like, I just love like the nature cottage vibes, but it was a little bit smaller than I would like, and the practicality of it is we need bigger plates, and so I ended up getting these. They were $1 each, and I picked up, I think, 6 of them. So, but I'm really excited that it seems like really nicely made plates, and yeah, so that is what I picked up. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna go bring all my treasures in, and hopefully you will see maybe some more thrifting or any of those kinds of videos in the future. That's my goal. I don't want to be going crazy thrifting, right? But I do love it. So if I get an opportunity to do it, I'll take you guys along for the ride if you do enjoy this. So thank you all so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.